Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's clayrammage. We have another video today. This time it's a thrift store haul. I stopped at two different Goodwill stores today. Picked up a couple pieces and then I'm going to show some more from this other large lot of stuff that I bought from a family. So we're going to get right into it. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up like button. Hit the bell. The bell is the notification. So every time I post a new one, you'll get a notification that there's a new video posting and all that good stuff. So now that the housekeeping's out of the way, I'm going to get right into the haul because I'm pretty excited about the stuff I found. So as some of my old-time viewers know, I am a car nut. I love cars. Have for almost my whole life. But anyway, I found this. This is the car itself is a Morris Minor. It's designed after an English car. And this particular one, it's marked VP in 1998 on it. It was created, and the paperwork's inside here. It tells all about it. And that's how I know this stuff, because I was like curious about it. So I pulled, and I saw the paperwork is in there, so I thought, oh, I'm going to get it. And this one I'm going to keep myself. Now I can't get the paperwork out. But anyway, this was created for the 50-year anniversary of the Morris Minor. And that's why it's dated 1998, because the Morris Minor was, this particular design was started in 1948. So in 1998, they celebrated the creation. So this technically is, 100 is 22 years, 22 years old. So it would be vintage on Etsy if I'd want to sell it on there, but I don't, because I like it and I'm going to keep it. Add it to my collection. I have some cards up there. I don't know where I'll put it. And I've always liked the Morris Minor. I just thought it was the coolest little car design. One of the things I have a booth down at the Pink Elephant in Hopkins, Minnesota, and I picked up a lot of vintage sunglasses in the last few months, and it's kind of hard to display them. So I've been pondering, how do I display these? And I keep thinking, okay, I need to find a eyeglass display case, sunglass display case, I used to see on a counter or something, but that's probably going to be hard to find, and it's probably going to be expensive if I do find it. But at the Goodwill today, they happen to have one of these. This is a cat figure, by the way. You can see because of the whiskers. And it's got the slot on top and then the two spots for the glasses. So they sit like that. So I thought, and it was $1.99. So for $2, I thought, well, I can buy it as a display the sunglasses on, and I'll price it at $15. So if somebody wants to buy it, they can buy it. And this is marked on the bottom, Madhur Bhumi. It's an Indian company. They do a number of these. This is the only cat I saw. There are a number of bird and owl figures, glass holders, but no cats. So I'll take the cat. Maybe I'll put $20 on it because it's a cat. I think I will. $20 for the kitty. Sold. It's yours if you send me an email. And then because we're in Minnetonka, Minnesota, we are close to the Department 56 headquarters, which is in Eden Prairie, which is actually just, I can see it from here. So that's how close we are to the border of Eden Prairie. But there's a lot of Department 56 stuff in this area, and I happened to pick one up. And this one is the Parables of Jesus. It's not a Christmas-themed one, not a Halloween-themed one, but it's the Parables of Jesus, which I didn't realize they made a series of these. Now, these are the cast resin. They're not porcelain, but I paid $3.99 for it. And we'll probably just leave this on display or use it for Easter display or, something like that. So we actually decided we'll probably just keep this one as well, rather than reselling it. But I could resell it because this particular one was selling for like $30. So, and it's in great shape. I'll take it out and show you. It's got all three pieces. There's one, the other two are sitting in there. Still wrapped in the plastic little baggies. So there's the figurine. The Good Samaritan, it says across the bottom. So yeah, and it's actually, it's got great detail to it. Like I said, we'll probably put that on permanent display at our house. I can get it back in the box. No, that's not the way it goes in. Is it going this way? Yeah, there it goes. Now I got it. Sometimes that's the hardest part about these things, is getting them back into the styrofoam and into the box. At least that's my experience with it. Okay, and then the most exciting piece to me that I found, it was in the wood aisle of the Goodwill store, and it's this figurine. Some of you may recognize it's actually olive wood, which told me right away this is probably a Jerusalem piece, which it is. I've since confirmed. It's hand carved, and you know, these are 8-inch figures sitting. So, and this is Jesus washing Peter's feet. It's got an urn there now. The problem is he's loose, and actually Peter is loose. And somebody tried to glue it, and I'm going to go on my rant. Somebody tried to glue it back. You can see that. They used Gorilla Glue. Do not use Gorilla Glue on this type of figurine. Gorilla Glue has its uses, but not on wood figurines, not on furniture. Some people think that if you glue a loose joint in a chair with Gorilla Glue because it expands, it'll make it tight. It doesn't. Gorilla Glue expands and it's like this foaming action that it has, but it's very weak. It won't, you know, as it expands. The strength comes when you compress the glue and keep it tight. When it's like this, that's why it didn't last on here, because let me take this one off, because you can see there's a lot of extra glue. It expanded out the side. It doesn't give it any strength. And with Gorilla Glue also, you have to make sure you follow the instructions. Both pieces of the wood, if you're gluing wood, both pieces have to be wet for it to work effectively. Gorilla Glue is great for outdoor pieces that you're gluing because it's a polyurethane type glue that is water resistant. So if in wet applications, it'll work really well, but it is not a filling medium for furniture and stuff like that. So anyway, sorry, that was my little rant, because when I worked on furniture for so many years and people would use Gorilla Glue and it would always fail and broken, and then of course they dispose it because they think, well, it's not fixable, but it's just because they were using the wrong glue. You need to use a good wood glue to glue that. So I'm actually planning on doing a video on how I'm going to remove this Gorilla Glue and re-glue it and show you how I think it should be done, in my opinion, on how to re-glue stuff. So anyway, that's my little rant. Okay, so that's what I picked up today, those 4 pieces. And like I say, it looks like 2 of them, well, I plan on keeping this Jesus figurine as well at this point. So only 1 for display / resale. It's more for display. So I really didn't find any for resale directly. Oh, I was going to tell you, on the olive wood Jerusalem figurines, that particular piece, brand new, sells for $412. It's still available today. And I paid $8.99 less 20%, so about $7.20 I paid for it. And so yeah, so true value on is probably about $150 to $200. If I wanted to sell it, it's what I could probably get fairly quickly out of it. But anyway, okay, so these are some more items from the large lot that I recently picked up. Isn't he darling? Mr. Skunk. He has a real fur glued to his tail. It's kind of out of whack. It needs a little combing. He hasn't been taken care of as far as brushing his tail for a while. And he is marked on the bottom. Napco still has the label on there. Oh, it goes that way. Napco. And there's a name on the bottom. Johnny. They didn't know who Johnny was when I asked him, when I saw it and asked him. But yeah, so I'll call him Johnny the Skunk. So he'll be fun for resale. And then there was this wonderful little figurine. It's a girl with a cooking apron and a little bonnet. I'm assuming that she was like a little pastry chef. And she's got a plate with something on it. It's just a blob. So I can't tell you, is it custard? I don't know. It's just a blob. Is it a jelly mold? I don't know. But it's marked on the bottom, hand painted Japan. So again, both of these pieces are probably the 1950s. And but she is extremely well done. You can just see how well the painting was. All of the little decorations on her dress are consistently the same. It's just amazing. So she was done by a talented artist, whoever was painting. So yeah. So that was another good find. And I love these. I'm just showing you this because I thought it was so cute. But one of the other items in some of the trinket, there were several boxes with a bunch of smaller items in it. It was the old safety pins. This one has a bunny rabbit on it. You know, when you put on the diapers, the cloth diapers, you use the big safety pins. When my daughter was in diapers, we used the cloth diapers. And we had a diaper service come. That was the best thing we ever did. Anyway, so that was pretty cool. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But the other thing were Zippo lighters. There were 3 different Zippo lighters. Family members in this did smoke. This particular Zippo lighter has the Zippo leather belt case. And then there's the plain Zippo lighter in there. So that's kind of cool that it's got the case and the lighter. And this first one is just oh, I forgot. This first one, if you can see it, it says Orioles 1981. So this is a Baltimore Orioles lighter, souvenir lighter, which they have numerous of. But the problem with this one is the hinge is broken. That can be fixed. But Zippo is quite popular. And then the last Zippo lighter, still in a little plastic case, it has been used extensively, but it's a NASA lighter, and it's in a matte black. Oops. And, sorry, there we go. Got it out. So yes, and this is a highly collectible one. It's still full of ash inside, so it gets messy. So they did use it quite a bit, actually. You can see part of the label is worn off here. A little bit of the paint along the edges. But this particular this particular lighter, it still has the paper behind it in the case, is highly collectible. Ones in good condition go for like $150. So this one, being worn, not in as good a shape, is obviously not going to go for that kind of price. But I think what I'm going to do is just sell all 3 together, do a lot price of like $60 to $75, somewhere in there for all 3 of them, and see what we can come up with. I think that'd be the best way to do it, rather than trying to list them independently, especially with the one with the hinge broken. I think doing a lot is going to be the best choice. And that's part of the whole thing when you're selling things. You kind of have to decide, is it worth listing them individually to sell them, or is it better as a lot? Certain items work better in lots than they do individually. And I think a collector, in this particular case, if the NASA lighter was in better shape, I would sell it by itself. But because it's pretty worn, to make it a little more attractive, I'm going to add the other 2. Again, the value on it that I based buying it on was you know, selling the NASA one separate and then the other 2. So I will Try to figure that out, see what I want to do. But I think I'm going to just put them all together. I think that's the best way. Anyway, sometimes it's a judgment call. You just got to do it and go, not worry about it. But anyway, thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching. Take care. Stay warm. It's getting cold. See ya. Bye.